You've seen to her feeding, yes?
I have, my brother. She eats well.
See that she does. We need her alive. Balthier's bait must be fresh.
I keep trying to tell you. I barely even know who Balthier is.
My brother, a message come from Ravenaster. The Strahl, she set sail. She makes straight for the sky city of Bhujerba.
Barely know, was it? Yet Alatracy goes bounding off for you. Tell me, how could that be?
That's what I'd like to know. I just met him that one time and that's
Does
it.
that tongue never stop? What if we plucked it from your head? As for you, we need Balthier alive. His corpse fetches but half the bounty.
A tender beaten, my specialty.
There's no fun for it if we can't tease out a scream or two.
Where are you?
Easy.
No good, he's not here. Keep searching. This way.
You're a dead man. Don't forget it. And no names.
Of course.
Okay, we have reached the Sky Island of Bhujerba. Hello? Okay, airships have been grounded for some reason. No, we've reached this, hold on, there may be a, cutscene when I exit this room.
The Lusu mines are just up ahead. Though, I do hear there's not much left there these days.
You're on your way to the mines? Then please allow me to accompany you. I've an errand to attend to there.
What manner of errand?
What errand? I might ask the same of you.
Right. Come on then.
What?
Excellent.
Do me a favor and stay where I can keep my eye on you. Should be less trouble that way.
For us both.
So what's your name?
Oh, I'm Lamont.
Don't worry. I don't know what's in that mine, Lamont, but you're in good hands. Right, Bosch?
What a dumbass. No names, remember? You're not supposed to say anybody's names. The guy was supposed to be pretending he was a corpse. And you're going around saying his name like some kind of dumbass. Jeez, what's wrong with this kid? Hello? I could run around and go to the shops and stuff, but let's go and find that mine. Let's get along with the story a little bit quicker. Okay, the Sky City of Bhujerba. Now it's a flying city, obviously. And the reason why it flies is due to the magicite. The magicite is another commonly occurring element in the Final Fantasy series, and usually ordinarily its nature changes from game to game. For example, in this game, magicite is, in the form that most of it is this magical rock that is necessary for a lot of the machinery that exists inside of the game. For example, all of the airships use magicite to... all the airships are run off of magicite. That's what gives them the ability to fly. There's also some other variations of magicite that we'll get into later. Okay, here's the mine up this way, I believe. Boom! But the reason why this city flies is because this chunk of... Oh, hold on.
The Lusu Mines, one of the richest veins in Ivalice.
Under Imperial Guard, no doubt.
Actually, no. With but few exceptions, the Imperial Army is not permitted within Bhujerba. Well, shall we proceed?
Okay, the reason why the city flies is because there's a large amount of naturally occurring magicite in the rocks that the land is made out of. Now, all that magicite is mined and then sold, exported. That's what Bhujerba makes its majority of its funds from.
You will forgive me for asking, but you are diverting the purest of the magicite.
I can assure you it reaches Lord Vane most discreetly.
Ha! You wear your saddle well.
Be that as it may, I have no intention of being bridled, Your Honor.
Then you prefer the whip? Stubbornness will see not only you broken, Excellency, but Bhujerba as well.
Halim Ondor IV, the Marquis of Bhujerba. The Marquis served as mediator at the negotiations of Damascus' surrender. It would appear that he is somewhat less neutral now.
They say he's been helping the resistance.
They say many things.
You're certainly well informed. Who did you say you were again?
What difference does it make? We have to find Penelo.
And Penelo is your...
She's a friend. She was kidnapped and taken here.
Okay, we have, the political situation in the game has just gained another wrinkle. There is this, this Marquis Ondor guy, who's essentially the leader of Bhujerba, has gone and is seen cooperating with the Empire. Of course, you would have to take into account whatever type of coercion the leader of Bhujerba may be under for him to be making any sort of concessions to the Empire like that. Just because they live currently as a sort of independent nation and largely the world is sort of dependent on their mining of magicite in order to keep going with their technology and all that kind of stuff, doesn't mean that they're safe. Being a strong economic power doesn't make you immune from being attacked, being conquered. Bhujerba is probably a very rich country, but it's also a very small one. I doubt it has a powerful military. And if Arcadia really wanted to, I'm sure it could just roll through there and keep the snot out of it. So, the Marquis of Andor is probably... I mean, even if he has very strong misgivings about what the Empire does, what they stand for, and that kind of stuff, probably has a little choice but to go along with whatever they demand of Bhujerba. So now we move on to this Lamont. He's a 12-year-old citizen of this little country here, and well, he's definitely not what he seems to be. Aside from the fact that he's dressed extremely well, he's dressed better than probably most people want. He's also seems to be quite well educated. He knows a lot about the politics of the situation and all that kind of stuff, and the relationship between the Empire and Bhujerba, even though Paul Fear seems to think he has his facts wrong. Definitely has an opinion on what's going on. He also has different speech patterns than a character like Vaughn or Pinello, who are more like, damn it, what the hell? Hit a trap. They come across more as like commoners in the way they speak, and Lamont talks more along the same way that Paul Fear does, Bosch does. Gotta watch out for those traps, they'll get you. Paul Fear even always suspecting that Lamont is more than he appears to be. When Lamont started talking about the Marquis having dealings with the Empire, he's like, "Who are you anyway? Who did you say you were?" And he knows he doesn't expect the kid to respond. The kid's hiding something and he knows he's not just going to admit it. But he's just sort of letting him know that, yeah, I'm on you, you're definitely something. And he never really even explained why he wanted to get into the Lusu mines to begin with. Obviously, our main characters here have entered the mines because the note from the guys who captured Pinello said that they'd been waiting here. But they haven't admit that yet, and Lamont has not revealed what his purpose is. Damn bastard. So they said that the mines, not much was being mined by the mines anymore. It's kind of weird that they have gone underground inside of a floating island in order to... They're underground inside of a floating island, and here is basically the bottom of that island. But they are mining the magicite out, which is actually what makes the island fly. Now, I can't remember exactly where it is. It's somewhere in this game that is the idea that it's not a very smart idea for them to be mining stuff to let the island fly. But somewhere in the game there's some information that says that there's so much magicite in the Bhujerba that they could sit there and mine it for hundreds and hundreds of years and never deplete quantities enough to endanger its ability to fly. Yeah. It's a little weird. This doesn't look like any mine shaft that I've seen it. There's a lot of mine shafts and I have seen them before. This place looks more like a subway than a mine. It has the tracks. You expect rail tracks to be useful for getting whatever they mine out of whatever mine is out. But the walls and stuff are very... they're not decorated so much. They are decorated. But they seem to be pretty well constructed here. Like they were building a tunnel, not a mine shaft. But that's really just me nitpicking. I don't know if I have to worry about mimics appearing in this part of the game. But there's the same kind of treasure chest that mimics were sprouting out of earlier. This Lamont kid, let's look at his stats. It's not a high level, but he has a high attack power, probably low strength. He just has really good weapons. High evade. He's a very useful character, given that. And his weapon is so good that's the reason why he's doing so much damage. It's a good weapon. Vaughn and Bosch were still using one-handed weapons, which was something that I considered swapping out and finding two-handed weapons for them to use. But at the very least, I'd like to have a one-handed weapon on the character. Let's see if I can cure this. Oh, Bosch doesn't have any magic. Let's get a license on him. Oh, wow, I have a lot of license points with Bosch. Oh yeah, look at that. I considered putting two-handed weapons on the characters, but I like to have a one-handed weapon on the character that you, for the most part, go and you're playing as, like, right now, that character is Vaughn. He's the character that's taking point in all of this, because the reason why I'd like to have that kind of weapon equipped is because when you have a shield, it increases your evade. So you're more likely to go and block any sort of block and attack. Basically, in kind of a weird way around it, you're increasing the defense of your character by equipping a shield, even if you're not actually increasing your defense. Also, having a one-handed sword increases the character's evade in and of itself. So, the character of Vaughn has a high evade stat. So he's going to block more hits than the majority of the characters. And he's going to... Oh, we'll just X into it. So he's better suited to be taking points, even if his attack power isn't terribly strong. I should try to set up a gambit that cures characters of blindness. I don't really have the appropriate gambit settings to do that. Not yet, at least. The lines are pretty big. I'm not entirely sure if I'm going in the right direction anymore. I could be. But you never know. Another one of these outdoor jobs. Starter chest. Ah, damn. Silence. I don't have anything to get rid of that. I hope I have echo screens. No, I don't. No. Oh. I'm gonna have to use remedies. Well, I'm not gonna cure Lamont with silence. I don't see him using magic attacks anyway. But, oh, geez, I should have picked up some echo screens. I didn't expect to have this kind of problem here. Skeleton.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that one. Oh, level 9, sweet. Now that we've finally gotten to a point where we have more than 3 characters available for our party at any one time, we can, so long as we're not in a fight, or maybe you can when you're in a fight, I don't know. But I can swap these characters out. Say I wanted to get rid of Bosch and bring Fran in. Something you can do. Boom, Fran is there. Also noticed something I'd done with Fran off camera. I've given her a gun instead of her normal bow and arrow. And the reason why is, damn it, slow. The reason why I've done that is because Fran is her strength is not terribly high. So whenever she goes to attack, a bow and arrow relies at least partially on the character's strength in order to damage, whereas a gun doesn't. It's still a ranged weapon, but it doesn't rely on her strength stat to... It doesn't rely on her strength in order to deal damage. I also know that I'm not using a gun with Valkyrie anymore. I picked up another Assassin's Dagger. If I swap out the Iron Sword for the Assassin's Dagger on Bosch, it should get a little bit of a boost in attack power. But he's not in the party right now, so I'm not going to bother doing it. Let's swap that out real quick. I'll get Fran's level up a little bit later. Down here we should have the... There we go. I don't want to be using daggers for too much during the game, because although the attack power is a little low for daggers, but even though it's higher here, just a good dagger in the early part of the game, and the attack power is faster, I'm going to want more power later, and daggers won't be able to provide that for long in the game.
This is what I came here to see.
What's that?
It's nethicite. Manufactured nethicite.
Nethicite?
Unlike regular magicite, nethicite absorbs magical energy. This is the fruit of research into the manufacture of nethicite. All at the hands of the Draclaw Laboratory. So this is where they're getting the magicite.
Errand all attended to, then?
Thank you. I'll repay you shortly.
No, you'll repay us now. We have too much on our hands to go on holding yours. So, where did you hear this fairy tale about nethicite? And where did you get that sample you carry? What do you know about the Draclaw Laboratories? Tell me, who are you?
Balthier?
You kept us waiting, Balthier! You slipped away in Albina! We missed you! First the judge and now this boy. The whole affair has a smell of money about it. I may have to wet my beak a little.
Keep your snout in the trough where it belongs. This thinking ill befits you, Begamnon.
Balthier! Too long have I gone unpaid. I'll carve my bounty out of that boy.
Where's Penelo? We're taking her back.
The girl? Why keep the bait when you've landed the fish? We cut her loose on the way here and then off she ran crying like a babe.
Hey!
After them!
Okay, so as soon as...
Hey, wait up!
We'll not be able to take them all. Fight who we must, leave the rest.
You gotta run! Gotta run! Let me get this road status off. Okay, we're gonna get into a few fights here. Let's kill this one. Oh wow, they're tougher than I expected. Okay, Lamont failed on it. Never mind fighting. Lamont has run off, and this was probably best for him because shit had gotten too crazy. Balthier's down. We had gone out here first. As soon as they realized that Balthier had arrived, they cut her loose. They didn't have to wait for her anymore. Oh, pretty bad. And Balthier, like, as soon as they realized that Balthier sort of finally came to the conclusion that this Lamont kid was more than what he sort of suspected this from the beginning. But now he came up to us like, who are you? He was asking directly. He wanted answers at that point. He was done playing the game, and then the kid just sort of ran off. I'm not going to bring Balthier back. Let's get Fran into the party, just in case I do have to fight. I really don't want to fight any of these guys. I seem to remember having defeated one or two of them while I was playing this part during the first time I played the game. But maybe that was just my imagination. Okay, let's get all this combat out. I wonder why Balthier has a price on his head. I imagine he is being a sky pirate is going to be at least a couple of people want to see him dead. But I wonder what specifically is the reason why.
It would not seem they follow. We've lost them.
Much more running about with Bunga at my heels, and I'm apt to give up sky pirating altogether.
Okay, those idiots didn't really give much of a chase, did they?
Yeah.
Thanks for the backup, guys. Okay, we just ran into the next area and they gave us chase. I guess maybe definitely the storyline. But I guess the tunnels are complex enough that the sky pirate that's a bounty hunter got lost or something like that. Alright, I'm gonna head out to the end of the Lucy Mines, and this is pretty much where I'm gonna end the episode though. So I'm gonna bring it to a close now before I hit the end. So thanks for watching the next episode. Holy shit, what is that? Oh, I think I'm gonna have to try and kill that thing. I should always be careful when attacking new creatures like that, especially the big sleeping ones. They're usually sleep for a reason. Like they're not hostile. Like the T-Rex that we had. That's insane. That kicked my ass. That thing was not hostile until I had attacked it, and then it suddenly decided to kick my ass. This thing, perhaps it's the same story. Wait, hold on. Ah, shit. Immediately just attack that thing. It's not that tough, though. Don't worry about it. Very nice. Okay, anyway, now that I've gotten back to topic, I'm going to end the episode here. Thanks for watching. Next episode, we're going to head out of Lucy Mines, and we'll see if we can catch up to this Lamont kid.